to it, Novene. You grew up in Vallejo. We both grew up in the V, and you still frequent the city a lot, and you support the city in different ways, community support. And as we record in this episode, we already talked about 707 Day and 707 Week. But talk about what growing up in Vallejo means to you and how like the city has like shaped who you become today.
Right, right. So I really love growing up in Vallejo, especially like in my younger years, like growing up in the Crest. For me, that was like I liked it because like we were a community, right? And so like we knew everybody in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, all the parents, all the, you know what I'm saying, and we like looked out for each other. And because I even remember like sometimes like especially like after my mom and dad divorced, sometimes like my mom would like she would need help with something, like say like if we needed sugar, and she'll say go next door and go get some sugar from D or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
So I
remember those
like
days.
that. So that helped me like like have like a love for people and community and stuff like that. And so that's something that I carry on till still now with my kids and my grandkids and stuff. And what was the other thing? Sorry, what was the
No, we
first
was talking about Vallejo and how it's molded you and shaped you.
yeah. And so that's another thing too. So my parents grew up in Vallejo too, right? And so I like it when like I'm friends with somebody, right? So say like Joanna and Jerika Davis and Mac Maul, like that family, right? So me and my sisters are friends with them, and then my parents were friends with their parents. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So it's like generations of love. And so
yeah.
that's what I like about Vallejo. That's why I think Vallejo is so special. Like people, dog Vallejo and everything now, because whatever. But I always have pride in being raised in
Absolutely.
Vallejo. Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Me too. I've been, on this side of the country for quite a while, but I'm quick to tell people where I'm from.
Right,
And
exactly.
I'm proud of it. And I meet people from California and I'm like, oh, I'm from California too. They go, oh, yeah, where from? I say Vallejo. And they give me a smirk look. And I was like, I don't care. I'm from Vallejo. I'm proud of
Vallejo,
it. You know what I'm saying?
California, proud.
I'm
Yeah.
from Vallejo, California. Yeah, I say it proudly. Like, I know they're going to say something. They from, somewhere in Southern California or somewhere in the Bay Area that's, you know, Black Hawk or Danville or something. So when I say Vallejo, they turn their nose up and all that. But it is what it is. I'm proud Vallejoan.
Right.
Like in one of the in 2014, you remember Huffington Post ranked our city like the number one most diverse city in America.
Oh
I
wow.
don't know if you know that, but in 2014, y'all can look it up. You could Google it. Huffington Post, which is a very respectable, periodical, they ranked all the cities in America, the top 10 cities in America in terms of diversity. And Vallejo, California was the number one most diverse city in all of America in that year. So it kind of shows you kind of where we grew up and how we grew up. Nobody's a foreigner necessarily to us. Nobody's a stranger necessarily to us.
Right.
We got friends of every nationality you could think of. You know what I mean?
Right. And they were just our friends. Like we didn't even know. Some people I still don't even know what their nationality is. I just know they're
Exactly.
my friends. We grew up together. We're cool. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, you grow up and you learn, okay, people that might talk like this and look like this, maybe they're of this nationality. People that look like have this trait, maybe they're of that nationality. But you're right, there's still several of our friends who in high school, like, I still don't know what nationality they are, but it don't matter. I know who that person is, and they know me if they saw me.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
So you made what somewhat would consider a very bold decision to go back to school